want to give a big thank you to Phyllis Webstad for coming to Sussex, New Brunswick and sharing her story with all of us and how it was like for her at all the residential schools.
I think it's really great that she would take her time and just come and educate us on what happened and how terrible it was.
It really helped me realize how bad what happened in the past was and how we need to fix that and spread awareness. This project's gonna be great for spreading awareness to everybody, and it's great to have Phyllis telling her story. Like, you know, I heard her story as I was a little child in school, and like to have her here talking to all of us about her story and like signing our shirts, and it's just a great time.
But I guess most of the time it's just hanging out with friends, just putting down some squares and making a bigger picture.
And that's what it's all about, because it's the power of one. So one student does a little bit and other students do a little bit, and pretty soon it's very impressive in terms of the product, and also in terms like symbolically everybody does a little bit, and you can do big things when everyone contributes equally.
Well, I find that this is a good way to show her story because of how big the project is. It might make a small impact on everybody learning about Orange Shirt Day and all the terribleness that all the kids went through that were taken away from their parents, who were stripped of their native culture. And doing this really made me connect more with that.
We would really like to thank Bonnie Hill, and really especially want to thank and welcome Phyllis Webstad and her assistant Sarah. It's been such a treat to have them come to visit.
Wade Huhuedip, Phyllis Webstad Rensquest, Stracham Chatstam Stakwan. What I said was hello to everyone that's here and that's also watching. I'm Phyllis Webstad. I'm from the Kennel Creek, Dog Creek First Nation. I am Shawetm or Shuswap. I'm third generation Indian residential school survivor. And what that means is my grandmother was the first generation to attend, all of her 10 children, including my mother and myself. I was the third generation to attend. We called the St. Joseph Indian Residential School simply the Mission. So that's what I'll call it from here on in. I went for 1 year from 1973 to 1974. Didn't just roll out of bed one day and decide that September 30th would be Orange Shirt Day. There's a whole list of people and events for it to be what it is today that needed to be credited and needed to be known. So this was my COVID project. We worked with my publisher, Medicine Wheel Publishing, which is out of Victoria, and we created this book. And why every child matters. When I was at the mission, I could be hungry, I could be angry, lonely, tired, sick, and I wouldn't be tended to. 5 and 6-year-olds should not be comforting each other, and that was what was happening. I turned 6 in July 1973, the age for school. I was not unlike other children. I needed something new to wear for my first day of school. Gran and I went to town on the stage to buy something to go to school in. I chose a bright orange shirt with a shoelace string in front. It was bright and exciting, just like how I felt to be going to school for the first time. If I was told what was to come, I don't recall. Even if I was told, it wouldn't have meant anything. All I knew was that I was now old enough to go to school, and that's what I wanted to do. I remember the morning that my cousin and I would wear our new clothes. We were jumping on the bed, excited to be going to school. We took the stage to the mission, about a 2-hour ride. I can remember arriving at the mission. The building was huge, unlike any building I'd ever seen before. I remember lots of crying and the feeling of terror. Pee your pants terror. When my clothing, including my new orange shirt, was taken, it didn't matter how much I protested or told them I wanted it back. They didn't listen. This was the beginning of that feeling like I didn't matter. We were made to take a shower. More terror. My baths were by the stove at Grand's. I'd never seen water coming out of the walls before. All of us little kids were terrified and crying. We each had our own bed, one in rows of beds. There was a washroom with lots of toilets and sinks, and I'll stop there. But this is the 10th year of Orange Shirt Day, 2023. Guksjam, thank you for your attention, and we'll see you.